Max, I should have known you'd be the first one to join me. Can you see me and hear me okay, Max? I haven't done a live in so long. I figured that everybody would give up on me, but I am back. And I will tell you all about losing my motivation and getting it back. Is there anybody else in the chat? I see a couple of people should be there. Hey, Debbie Sue. Can you see me and hear me all right, Debbie Sue? You know I always have to get that out of the way first. Hey, Welshman Forever. How are you? Debbie Sue and Max and Welshman. It's so nice to see you all. I'm assuming, thank you, Debbie Sue. I appreciate that. Debbie Sue, I can't remember the last time I did a live. I cannot remember. I know I didn't have these glasses. These are my new glasses from, I think it's Aulia. I haven't learned how to pronounce the company yet. I got some more free stuff. And I love them, but I have yet to do my review. Hey, Sandra. Yes, it has been a while. I'm going to wash up these, not too many dishes. And then I will get up in the chat and say hello to everybody. I think it was Friday. Yeah, Friday, but I don't really count that. Not that that's not important, because that's my girl pals, and that's super important. I should say I haven't done an individual live with just me and my sink. I know it was a Sunday, and I think it's been a month or longer ago. Maybe 2. I can't remember. I just totally lost my live motivation, y'all. I missed my friends, but I just lost all desire to go live. And Mrs. G would text me and say, I hadn't seen you in a while. Are you okay? Where you been? When are you going to do some more dishwashing diaries? And I'm like, I don't know. I just lost my motivation. Let me get some more dishes. I got to scoot that way. And as usual, I poured in way too much dish soap. But better too much than not enough, I always say. Let me get me a towel here. And I will go ahead and see who else in the chat. Let's see. I saw Max and Debbie Sue and Welshman Forever. Cabs 728, nice to meet you. What's my favorite movie I've watched this year? If you mean a new movie, like that just came out, I liked The Housemaid. I wouldn't want to take kids to see it, or my mother, but it was an enjoyable movie. I did enjoy The Housemaid, if you haven't seen that yet, but there's a lot of violence in there, y'all. But it was a lot of twists and turns and kept you guessing. Sandra, good to see you. And if you mean like a favorite movie that I've watched this year, but I'd watch it over and over again, I watched Baby Boom, which if you're my age or around there, you will remember Baby Boom, one of Diane Keaton's best movies ever. I rewatched that a couple of nights ago. It's one of my most favorite movies. So it just depends on what kind of movie you mean. Let me see who I haven't said hello to. I said hello to Max and Debbie Sue. Rosani! Hey, Rosani. I'm finally doing a live again. I finally got off my lazy blessed assurance, as my friend says, that I'm doing a live. And Sandra and Debbie Sue. Charlotte Green. Hello, Charlotte Green. How nice to see you. Cab 728. Does everybody know Welshman Forever? My friend, he does a lot of shorts on food. So if you like to see some yummy cooking, go check out Welshman Forever. And I think I have said hello. If I missed you, oh, is that Mike? Mike's Adventure Sparks. Hey, Mike. I should have known you would be here, my faithful friend. I'm going to scooch over here and rinse some dishes. This is usually about the time I hit a wrong button and turn off the live or everything goes blank. It's a holiday in your religion. Oh, I think I know what that is, but now if I mess it up, you forgive me, okay? Is it Ramadan? Because I was watching one of my favorite cooking channels, and she was talking about breaking her fast, I think from Ramadan maybe. And if that's not it, or if I'm totally butchering the pronunciation, forgive me. And tell us what it is. Am I right about that, Max? That holiday, is that Ramadan? It has been a while. Yes, it has. I got it right. Yay! I also knew that because on my Google Calendar, when I went to put in a reminder, I saw something about Ramadan. So, Max, tell us more about that. Like, is that a holiday that's over a certain number of days? And is it a feasting holiday or a fasting holiday? Now, the lady I was watching was breaking her fast. So I'm assuming she's been fasting for a certain number of days and is celebrating by breaking a fast. And she was going to break her fast with dates or figs. One of those things. And she had some other foods. It seemed like the specific foods were of importance. She is sick. Who is sick? You mean the lady I was watching? Well, I might have got it wrong. You're fasting to talk about food. You broke your fast. Okay. Was it time to break your fast, or did you just go, oh crap, I broke my fast? You know, fasting is something that I really need to do. I am of the Christian faith, but a lot of people in the Christian faith fast for the season of Lent, and they also fast when they're praying for something specific. Like they're waiting on an answer from God, and they want to pour all their mental and spiritual and emotional energy into praying for that answer. A lot of people in my faith, the Christian faith, fast as well. So that's something that our faiths have in common, fasting. Hey, Cheryl. How are you, my friend? Cheryl, I have committed an unpardonable sin. I have clothes on my rebounder. Now, not my clothes. And that does not mean that I have given up on rebounding and started using my rebounder for a laundry basket like all of my other fitness equipment turned into. Randy went on a trip recently and had to dig through a whole bunch of clothes to find the things that he wanted. And all of the things he did not want ended up piled on my rebounder. And I haven't gone so far as to put his clothes where they should be. Now, some of you were thinking, why don't you let Randy do that? He got them out. Well, he would never get it done. And trust me, he does his part. He does a lot of things. So, I'm more the house person. He does all the yard work, takes care of the cars, so he definitely does his part. But anyway, Cheryl, I have not bounced in over a week. Got a little bit of grease on my scissors. Because there are clothes on my rebounder. So I'm going to try to get that rectified tomorrow. The Wi-Fi cut out? Oh, crap. I'm going to have to get a new Wi-Fi. Although this is usually good. Can anybody still hear me? Max says the Wi-Fi cut out. If you can still see me and hear me, please put it in the chat. I hope that my first live in a month or two hasn't gone south. Oh, it's your Wi-Fi. Okay. Well, Max, I'm sorry it's your Wi-Fi, but I thought you meant it was my Wi-Fi. And since I'm the host of this live, I really didn't want it to be my Wi-Fi. Thank you, Cheryl. I don't want a Q&A sticker. Go away. I hate that thing. Thank you. So, Cheryl, I'm going to get back to bouncing. Today is a rest day for me because yesterday was senior center, an hour and a half, where I got a really good workout. So I don't plan to do any exercise today. If it quits raining though, I might take Rambo for a walk, which will be considered some exercise. Right now it's raining. He can run all over this farm if he wanted to, but he prefers the supervision of his mommy. Randy says it's because I'm always saying, don't go away from the house or a coyote will get you. I hope that's not it. I think he just likes company. Okay, moving back over this way. And I want to thank those of you who are in my live today, especially, let's see, Max, all kinds of emojis. Looks like you're traveling. I don't know what's going on, but whatever you're doing, it's fine with me. Excuse me, coughing, of course. Especially since I haven't been live for a while. Now, our girl, Miss Sandra in here, that girl is killing the lives. She is doing a Friday live. Hold on, I got a cough. A regular Friday live. And Sandra, if I mess it up, you fix me. And a midweek check-in. So, Sandra, can I just tell people that you've been taking up the slack for me? Since I haven't been motivated to go live, Sandra's been doing extra. Sandra, let's go with that story, okay? And Max says that's a traffic scene. I also have been letting my dishes pile up. Now, full disclosure, if you know me, you know I hate to wash silverware. Thank you, Sandra. I did wash this silverware while I was waiting on 3 o'clock to get here because just don't like to wash it, and I got it over with first. And as soon as I get these dishes done, I'm going to take the phone over to the table, and I invite whoever can and will to come with me, and I want to talk about motivation, and if anybody else sometimes just loses their motivation to work on their channel. Now, I've lost exercise motivation. I've lost healthy eating motivation. Not right now, I mean, but in the past, I've lost the motivation to make beds. I've lost all kinds of motivation in my 61 years, but I don't recall losing my motivation to work on my channel because I enjoyed it so much. But I lost it, I tell you. I didn't lose the motivation to go on other people's channels and lives and comment and participate. It's just I didn't want to do it myself. So if you have any ideas on what the heck was going on with me, I'm not sick. I'm not melancholy or sad. As I've said multiple times before, I don't come from lazy people. I don't know. I was just like, I don't want to go live on Sundays, so I quit that. And then it was like, I don't really want to go live at all. I missed friends and talking to you all, but I didn't want to go live. I've got one little bowl and one big bowl. Then I'm going to carry my phone over to the table. So if you're in the live and I haven't spoken to you yet, please don't be offended. I'm just going to finish these dishes, rinse these dishes, dry my hands, and then sit down and talk. So please don't be offended if I haven't spoken to you individually yet. I will. Lord, if anybody else has dishes, bring them over because I got enough soap for 3 more people. I guess I got a little too happy. Now I just have to rinse these. So here we go. Mike, if you're still on the live, tell us how the puppies are. And Debbie Sue, I enjoyed your video where you started out with you fixing your hair. And you were saying, y'all are going to think, Lord, Debbie Sue has turned the camera on when she's getting ready. Because for about 2 seconds, I did think that. I thought, I don't think Debbie Sue has ever fixed her hair on camera. I bet she's turned it on and doesn't know it. But you put that concern to rest very quickly. So I've got about, thank you, Max. Let me go ahead and see if there's anybody new. You're all important to me. I want to make sure I welcome new people. I think everybody's old home folks, for which I'm grateful. And Debbie Sue, I was so glad to see that in your recovery, you felt like getting ready and going to town. My older sisters, one of whom has passed on, 2 of whom I still have. As they got older, I thought they would make the biggest deal out of little things like, oh, I've got to get ready and go to town today. Oh, I've got to go to the mall, and the mall's just like an hour from here, and I would remember thinking, good grief, what is your problem? Now I'm their age, the age that they were then, and I'm like, oh, I see the problem. I don't want to get ready and go anywhere. I'd rather stay home. I'm glad I didn't tell them at the time, okay, what are you making a big deal about? Because then I would have to apologize. I kept it to myself, which is unusual. Me keeping my big mouth shut when I should is unusual. All right, 1 more saucer. 3 more bowls. I'm getting there. And then when I go over to the table, if I go, what was it I wanted to talk about? Somebody say, bless your heart, motivation. We want to talk about motivation. But Sandra's been making up for my lack of motivation, and all my friends, I believe, are just recording and posting, making great content. So I have plenty to watch. All right, just a big green bowl. And that is the last thing to rinse. Does everybody have a big bowl? Like this is my sausage ball bowl. If I was going to make a real meatloaf, instead of using one out of the freezer, this would be my meatloaf bowl. Anything I have to mix that's going to take a lot of room, I use the big green bowl. What color is the big bowl at your house? I bet everybody has a big bowl of some size. All right, now I got to get rid of all this soap, which that's going to take a while. Alrighty. Let me dry my hands. And we shall go over. If you are so inclined, come over to the table with me. Ed Hardy. Hello, Ed. I remember you, Ed, of course. Of course. How are you, my friend? Ed, I haven't seen you in so long. I haven't been live in quite a while, Ed. I can't remember if it's been 1 month or 2 months. But I'm so glad you're here. Hi, my love. Hey, Mary Ann. Mary Ann, my friend at the Trying Times. Does everybody know Mary Ann at the Trying Times? If you go to her channel, you might see a squirrel live. You might see her trying pizza or gummy worms or doing DoorDash. You never know what the girl is doing, but you're gonna be having something to watch. I'm not your friend, Mama. I know you're my son. You're my digital son. Hold on, Rambo wants out. Come here. It never fails. If I'm going to try to do something, the dog wants out. Hold on, I got to get a sip. Ed, you are right. You are not my friend. You are my digital son. Of course we remember you. Ed Hardy by Christian Audigier. Do you want to tell me about your new name, or is that something that's private and you'd rather not talk about it? And if you don't want to talk about it, then you shouldn't talk about it. But you're right. You're not my friend. You're my digital son. And let me see if there's anybody else. Let's see. Sandra says it can be a challenge to keep up with sometimes, though. Your big bowl. Your big bowl can be a challenge to keep up with. Is that what you're talking about? Or your channel can be a bit to keep up with? But anyway, your big bowl is white. And let's see if there's anybody I failed to acknowledge. Oh, it has been a while, and I missed you too, Ed. Very, very much. I think I have greeted everyone. Max, what are you talking about when you say it's now a real crime? You went on your first live on the Jondell channel, and you got so many. I can't believe I missed that. I can't believe I missed it. When was it, and when are you going live again? Max, I'm so sorry I was not there. Had I known about it, I would be there. I would have been there. Your real name is Benny. Benny? I thought your name was Ed. Sydney. Hi, Sydney Rice. How are you? These are glasses that I got free from a company. I just had to agree to do an honest review. I haven't done the honest review yet, but I'm going to. This is embarrassing. I'm not sure how to pronounce the name of the company. I think it's Aulia. It's spelled like this. A-U-U-L-I-A. Aulia Eyewear Company. I got these. I got some blue ones. I got a pair of pink sunglasses, and then I got another pair that I've forgotten what color they are. It's not Rice. Oh, your name's not Rice. Well, what is it? Is it, how about I just call you Sydney? Max, are you serious? Your live had 10,000 views? If anything I did got 10,000 views, I would fall over in a faint. I would. So, Sydney, I got the glasses from Aulia Eyewear Company, and I will be doing that honest review tomorrow. But I like them. Let's see if they have anything special. One pair that I got had something cute on the inside, but this is not them. But I love these big red ones. When I showed them to my husband, I said, how do you like them? And he goes, well, they're big. I like dramatic glasses for my YouTube channel. It's a company, executive live review of a robot. You mean that's what your live was about? Well, that is great. Okay, Sydney, I'm sorry I mispronounced your name, but Sydney I got right. So, Sydney, do you like my glasses, or were you thinking, dear Lord, where'd you get those glasses? I still love my, my big pink glasses for Moo. My for Moo glasses that I got for free for doing a review. I love those, but now it's time to shout out another company. So I'll be wearing my red ones for a little while. Max, that is wonderful. Okay, let's talk about motivation. Anybody in the chat ever lose, and these are, I'm not doing a big commercial here, but these are my earrings I also got free, y'all. You can get a lot of good stuff if you just do a review. The Julia Jewelry Company sent me these cute little earrings just for talking about them. Motivation, yeah. Anybody else ever just completely lose your motivation to work on your channel? It might have been, and I hate for y'all to know that I can be petty sometimes. Okay, when someone else succeeds, y'all, I'm happy for them, okay? I do not envy them as in I wish I had their success and they didn't. That's what I was brought up to think, to believe envy is. Like if I envy you for your new car, to me that means I wish I had that car and you didn't, okay? I don't envy people who have quick success, but I have to admit I'm a tad jealous. It might have been that I looked around and saw so many channels that were getting monetized really quickly, like in 2 weeks. I was so happy for them, and I think these were, no, women and men. I started to say they were all women, but there were women and men. I'm happy for them, but I thought, it's never going to happen for me. Oh, I'm just piddling around. I have nothing to say. Nobody cares, blah, blah, blah. Maybe it was that. I don't know. Oh, yes, Sandra. And you know, it may never happen to you. It's the first time it's ever happened to me. From the minute I started my channel, I was excited to make videos, excited to go live, excited to learn new things. Maybe it's just something that you go through. I don't know. Let's see. Yes, Marianne, exactly. I want them to have success, and I want to have it too. And the things that bring a lot of people success, I'm not interested in talking about. Like the people who talk about success on YouTube, how to be successful on YouTube can usually get monetized fast. I don't want to do that. First of all, I don't have a clue. And secondly, no, that's not anything I want to talk about. Let me see, Rosani said something. When it comes to motivation for YouTube videos, sometimes we don't realize that there's too much already going on. Our minds just need to catch up. Oh, bye, Max. Thank you for coming, Max. I'm sorry I missed your live. I'll go back and find it. Love you, Max. Maybe that. I didn't feel like I had a whole lot going on. You know, I'm retired. I'm not working. I don't really know what it was, other than if it was just a little bit of the doldrums, like I'm never going to succeed. What do I have to talk about that anybody cares about hearing? Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I went so far as to ask vidIQ to audit my channel. First, I got the free version, and Imogene at the #1 Ladies Club told me that it would audit my channel. And it took very few seconds, so I asked it to audit my channel. It said that I have an awesome community. My same friends can always be counted on to show up for me and comment for me and support me, which I knew that already. It said I had the community part all sewed up. That's thanks to awesome people like you all. But I really needed to work on packaging. So I may have got a little bit intimidated by that because some of the things vidIQ suggests that I do, I don't know how to do those. Sometimes it's a little bit overwhelming to try to learn something new for me. I'm a reasonably intelligent person. I know how to Google things and use ChatGPT and message Karen at YouTube Over 40 and ask her. But sometimes it just seems a little overwhelming and I'm like, ugh, vidIQ wants me to do all this and this is hard. Thank you, baby J.I. Oh, thank you, Debbie Sue. In the eyes of my friends, I am already a success, and I should be like that's all that matters. And, you know, it's not even any money that I might ever earn because, let's face it, unless you're a big channel or unless you're willing to work at it a lot, you're not going to make a lot of money. And if I ever do earn any money, I plan to donate it to the local dog rescue. It's just I want that feeling of success. You know, I talk about that on the live sometimes with Karen and the other friends. Yeah, I just want to say, okay, I got monetized. Yeah, that feeling of success. Hi, Marley. Marley's one of my favorite names. I love that name. Thank you, Debbie Sue. And let's see, you are in YouTube school, and it goes back to your why. Yeah, it always goes back to your why. And I want to comment on my why as soon as I see what someone else said. Welshman forever. Thank you, Welshman. If y'all haven't met Welshman, go over to his channel, check out his shorts, and join in one of his lives. He is a sweetheart. A sweetheart. Yes, Cheryl, goes back to your why. My why, and everybody else, if you are so inclined, please put your why in the comments. My why, I think this is my why. I've always said this was my why. Maybe I need to go back and think about my why. I knew when I retired, I would lose most of my work community. I still have my counselor friends because I'm in a small county and there are only 5 of us. So I'm still very much a part of the school counselor community, but I lost all my teacher friends because, after you leave a job like that, plus I'm like the age of their mothers. The teachers that I worked with at school, I'm the age of their mothers. So it's not like we're going to hang out, And I knew I would lose that feeling of accomplishment that's extremely important to me. So that's been my why, to have something to do in retirement, something that I felt was important, to gain a new community, which I did and I have, and to just have fun, okay? I think that's still my why. Let me think about it. I love the community. I can't imagine going a day without getting a text from someone in my community or watching a video from someone in my community and commenting. Or I can't imagine life without that interaction that I've grown so accustomed to, because we do have such an awesome community. And it is still fun. I guess for a while, maybe it stopped being fun. And I don't know why. Because interacting with you all is always fun. It's never been about anybody else. It was just something I was going through. I don't know. Maybe it's just that I tend to go through phases. Welshman says, your goal is to hit 1,000 shares on your channel, and you're at 909 so far. You are so close to your goal. I love that. I love that. Once I get on lives, they're always fun. Okay, always fun. And interacting with other people on your lives or their lives is fun. Sometimes it just seems like it's a lot. Like, I could just sit in the recliner and watch another episode of I Love Lucy, or I could just pet the dog, or I don't know. I don't know, but whatever phase I was going through, if it was a phase, it appears to have worn off, because today at about 12 o'clock, I thought, I've got a pile of dishes. I really don't want to wash them, but I'm going to do a dishwashing live, and I'm going to get those dishes done and talk to my friends. So maybe whatever phase I was in has gone. I hope so. Let me go back up before I read what Sandra wrote. And thank you all. Oh, before I talk about Sandra, Cheryl, YouTube School. If that's not private, do you mind saying a little bit more about that? I hear people talk about YouTube School all the time, but I don't think I've ever actually Googled it. Tell me if you don't mind sharing. Is it worth your money and your time? And, of course, your channel is already successful. See, to me, Cheryl, your channel's like, wow. That many subscribers and you're doing so great. That's amazing and monetized. But I know you want to keep growing. So let me know if you think it would be worth my time and money. And let's see. What did Sandra say? Trying to reach different goals. Yes, Debbie Sue, I agree. Sandra's why, to share her story, raise awareness around early detection for cancer and getting screened, and to help others acclimate to ostomy living. Yes, that is so clear and so important. I love that. Fun. Mike? Now, Mike, oh, hi, Mrs. G. Hey, Mike, I'm not giving you any YouTube advice because I'm so low on the totem pole, nobody cares about my advice. But you were saying on somebody's live, was it Rhonda's maybe? That you had the watch hours, but you needed some more subscribers. All I know is people like my Rambo shorts better than almost anything else I do. I bet if you did some Paco shorts, and tell me in the chat if you agree or disagree. If you disagree, that's fine. If you did some Paco shorts or some puppy shorts with some fun music, you would get those subscribers so fast, okay? I know some people are preach against shorts. You got me a whole bunch of subscribers is all I know, okay? Mrs. G, I finally got back on a live. Oh, yeah, I know about Virginia Kerr. I always feel like she's over my head. Sort of like vidIQ. Yeah, I follow her. I'm subscribed to her, but I don't watch her stuff because it's a little over my head. But I could. Mrs. G's like, Mrs. Paula, honey, when are you going to do another dishwashing live? And I'm like, I don't know. I even texted Mrs. G and I said I've lost, because she's my bestie, I've lost all motivation to work on my channel. And Mrs. G, you know what Mrs. G did not do? Mrs. G did not say, get back on that horse, make a video, make a short, get back to it. She just let me feel that way. Thank you, Mrs. G. And she said, you know what? I'm paraphrasing here. We go through stuff. You'll get back to it when you get back to it. Take a little sabbatical. And that's exactly what I needed, Mrs. G. If you had said, girl, you better get back in there, girl, I'd have been like, excuse me. But Mrs. G just let me have my moment. Thank you, Mrs. G. Thank you, Mrs. G. You did, Mike. Have you posted any shorts yet? Wait, are you talking to me when you say you took my advice or somebody else? 10 more subscribers yesterday, slowly but surely. People love dog shorts. Oh my gosh. And when I look for music, and you probably already know this, I go to the YouTube audio. You know, it pops up when you do a short, or it pops up on my phone anyway. And I type in silly dog music or silly instrumentals, and it gives you the cutest little music. Thank you, Mrs. G, my love. Thank you for letting me have my moment. Oh, yes. Yeah. Now, Welshman Forever, one live that I did back in the day, I got 87 subscribers, but I think most of those were trolls because I had my settings set to where you had to be, you had to have been subscribed for like maybe 3 minutes or 5 minutes or something. And I got lots and lots of nasty comments and trolls, but I got a whole bunch of subscribers and they never left. I figured they would all unsubscribe the next day, but so far they haven't. Thank you, Sandra. I appreciate that. Yes, what Mrs. G said. What Mrs. G said. Okay. Oh, okay. Yes, Mrs. G just let me have my moment. Thank you, Mike. Debbie Sue. Debbie Sue was shocked out of her gourd. She noticed a while ago she's got 1,000 subs. Wow. When you went to schedule a story, if YouTube don't take them away. Debbie Sue, I'm not at all shocked, and I'm so happy for you. Now, everybody else chime in here. When I got almost to 1,000, like I was 997, then the next day I'd be 993. 996 the next day, 992. It went back and forth for 2 whole weeks or so before I finally got to 1,000. It's like they tease you. I think it did that with Tracy too. Tracy, what is her new channel name? Tracy IE Wild. Yeah. You are getting closer, Marianne. Yes, any kind of dog short. I know I love dog shorts. Well, Marianne, I'm small too. Several of my friends told me that they think I had so many trolls in the beginning because my channel name is Mrs. Paula Does Retirement. And I was an elementary school counselor, not a teacher, but a school counselor. A lot of young, sassy people thought I was probably a retired teacher and just wanted to give me a hard time. But I don't mind, like, somebody giving me a hard time being silly, but comments about nasty stuff, I ain't tolerating that on my channel, you know. So a lot of people nowadays will say, don't block anybody, and if you do that, that's your business. I'm not criticizing. Don't block anybody. Don't take off any remarks. Don't time anybody out. If somebody's talking nasty and foul on my channel, I don't want them on there. Views or not, I'll just wait. Someday I'll get enough watch hours. I might be 80 by that time, but I'll get it. Happening to you right now, Sandra. You mean your subscribers going up and down? Debbie Sue, that's so, yes, it drives you nuts. Oh, 1003. Woo-hoo-hoo. Debbie Sue. Debbie Sue, that's so good. Hey, Jay, I remember you, Jay. Everybody say hi to Jay the Hunter. Jay, I have been a lazy lima bean. I have not done a live in so long, I can't even remember how long it's been. So, Jay, I'm so glad to see you. And, of course, I remember you. Cheryl says, vidIQ helps you with titles. 3 things are very important. Title, thumbnail, and the first. I struggle with that first 30-second hook, obviously. Because my friends always watch to the end to be supportive. Thank you. I love you all. But then the average viewer's like, and they're gone. I struggle with that hook. Yeah. And you're right. Now, vidIQ is very helpful with titles and thumbnails. I did, after I had vidIQ audit my channel, I did decide to go for the monthly plan, which I think is $19.99. And I thought I'm going to keep it for 3 months. And if I don't see a big improvement, I'll just drop it. Because, you know, being retired, I don't need to be spending and wasting a lot of money. Oh, Mrs. G, baby, you do you. You do you. vidIQ, yeah, I need vidIQ to help me with my hook. Jay, it's so nice to see you. Oh, I also have decided to let my subscription to Epidemic Sound go. I can't remember how long I've had it, a few months. It's expensive, y'all. I decided I wanted it, couldn't really afford it, had to have it. I have no self-control. So I signed up for it. And I was enjoying it, using it quite a bit. But then, I think it was Evie, and if I misquote Evie, somebody let me know. Evie commented in a live that the music there kind of sounds similar across the board. And I thought, you know what? She's right. It does sound very similar. And so I went ahead and canceled my subscription. I'm going to have it now for, gosh, if it was $139, I guess I must have signed up for a year, right? I don't know why. I just do things sometimes and I'm like, I shouldn't have done that. But anyway, I'm not going to re-up when my subscription ends. I already let them know that and canceled because I didn't find that Epidemic Music or Epidemic Sound, whatever you call it, was all that much better than the free audio from YouTube. Now, other people feel differently, of course, because it's obviously a very, very popular streaming service. Just for me and my needs. But you know what? By the time it's time for my subscription to actually end, I might feel differently. You know, I might be, oh, I'm in a phase now where I want to keep Epidemic Sound. But I've canceled it for now. Yes, it's hard. The 30-second hook is hard. Hi, Joshua. There's our friend Joshua. You just start blabbing, Marianne, me too. Just blah, 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 blah. And you know, all the experts say, don't introduce yourself. Don't say, welcome back to Mrs. Paula Does Retirement. But that's what I want to do. The that's just what I lean toward. Like, welcome back to my channel, but all the experts say not to do that. It's kind of like, well, you ought to welcome people into your house. You know, it seems kind of rude to just don't even say, welcome back to my channel, blah, blah. But I guess I just have to practice. Joshua, how are you today? And if you are a Joshua fan and you haven't seen his new haircut, go over to his channel and check out his new haircut. Yes, Joshua. Remember I told you on Rhonda's live that I liked your haircut, but I didn't know your dad did it. Yes, Marianne, it's weird not to say welcome to my channel. Thank you for coming. It just seems kind of like rude. I don't know. We'll figure this out. And you know, I don't like to watch the big YouTubers, the success coaches and all that. I mean, I'm happy for them. They obviously do very well. They help a lot of people. They make a lot of money. They get a jillion views. But to me, it's just like the same old stuff coming out of different mouths. I mean, let's face it. Yeah, just do your own thing and go with it. Let's face it. Am I right here, friends? Do lives, preferably weekly, right? Do long-form videos, 2 a week, right? And do shorts if you're so inclined, and if you can have the shorts lead people back to your long-form views. And titles, the hook, and the thumbnails. What else is there to know? Okay? What else is there to know? And the big YouTubers put out a title, do this to be successful on YouTube. And I'm like, there's nothing new that you can tell me, okay? Lives, long form, shorts if they help. I just don't think there's anything new. Oh, bye, Sandra. Sandra, thank you for coming, sweetheart. I hope I can be at your live tomorrow. Just do what works indeed, yeah. Bye, Sandra. Yeah, go get all that stuff done, honey. Good at that. You mean Mrs. G is good at that? Just do what works and it's a learning process? Yes. Well, what does our friend Rhonda say at Entreaty by Rhonda Hensley? Be you on purpose, right? Yeah, and you know, I just have to face the fact, Sandra's channel, Joshua, is, hold on, Sandra James Living It. Sandra James Living It is her channel. Oh, I had a thought and it left my mind. I wonder what it was. I think it was important too. Oh, I think I'm going to pray. Okay, because, you know, it's what we're supposed to do if you're of my faith persuasion. For God to help me not be jealous, not envious, but a little jealous of those people who succeed super fast. Their way is not my way, okay? I can't be them. They can't be me. Not that they'd want to be, but maybe I should just stop watching those channels that say, I got monetized in 2 weeks. Because whenever I watch those channels, they're going to talk about things that I have no interest in talking about, or things that I don't know squat about, okay? Yes, Rhonda's content has been amazing. I learned so much from Rhonda. Have y'all seen her latest video? Oh my gosh. When she talks about getting out of your comfort zone, I'm like, okay, I'm a retired elementary school counselor, not a therapist. Okay, not a therapist, but a counselor. I know that. Why have I not been doing it for the last 50 years? Okay? Get out of your comfort zone. And I think that's true with our YouTube channels too. I probably need to get out of my comfort zone. I'm not sure where I would go if I got out of my comfort zone. But yeah, it's sort of like I really enjoy snacking at night. I love snacking at night, but it's not healthy. And if I continue doing that, I'm never going to get to a healthy weight. I have to be uncomfortable. Have to be willing to be uncomfortable. I have to be willing to say, okay, I'm not really hungry. I'm just bored, or this is just a habit. It's okay to be hungry, a little hungry, till morning. You have to be willing to be uncomfortable. I just think that's a huge key. And I have not been willing to be uncomfortable. Rhonda's channel name, is it Entreaty with Rhonda Hensley, Debbie Sue, or Entreaty by Rhonda Hensley? But anyway, it starts with Entreaty, Marianne, and that's spelled, I'm sure you know how to spell it, but I didn't before I saw it. Entreaty, Entreaty by Rhonda Hensley. I think it's by. She's fabulous. And Marianne, she claims to be 72. Am I right, ladies? 72? The chick is a hottie. She could pass easy for 45. And she's got what we call Rhonda arms, okay? She's got these amazing biceps and triceps. She's fabulous. And she is, I don't guess I could say retired therapist, semi-retired therapist, and her content is to help people lead more fulfilling lives. And she does a live every Wednesday night. It's at 8 o'clock my time, Eastern Standard. Marianne, is my time the same as yours? Yes, another great story today. Yes. Rosani says, relative to what resonates with the audience, creating and less consuming. Yes, the big influencers, they don't have anything new to say. Once in a while, I think, okay, maybe this will help me. And I start watching one of the big influencers. God bless them. They're successful. And I'm like, there's nothing new to say about how to be successful on YouTube, okay? There's nothing more to say. Joshua does know a lot of things. And you know, some people will say, well, a lot of people will say, the big guys will say, make content that your audience wants to see. And I know that that's the way to be successful. But, oh yeah, it's amazing, Miriam. But it's, if I stop making the content that I want to make and try to make content for other people, first of all, I'm probably not going to be very successful, and I'm not going to enjoy it, you know? So I'm just going to piddle along and keep doing my thing. And if I get back in the doldrums and think, I don't want to work on my channel, I'm not successful, wham, 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 y'all just shoot me a text and say, honey, take a little sabbatical, get back on the horse when you're ready. Be you on purpose. Mackenzie. Okay, watch the language there, honey bunny. Mackenzie Bailey, you are more than welcome on my channel, and I'm glad to have you. But, yeah, watch your language there, baby. Stay around, but watch your language, sweet cheeks. And I'm so sorry your boyfriend is that. Sometimes they can be. Joshua does know a lot of things. I wonder, Mackenzie, are you one of my, Mackenzie, it's okay, baby. And I wasn't criticizing you, baby. You do you. I would just prefer a little toned down language, but please stay with us. You're not the Mackenzie that I had in school, are you? Because I was an elementary counselor for 21 years, but I don't think Mackenzie Bailey rings a bell. But anyway, welcome. Everybody say hi to Mackenzie. And we're so sorry about your boyfriend. Yeah, he probably had it coming, honey. You do you, baby. You do you, and don't worry about him. Mackenzie, you're 24. Well, I'm old. All my students, I have former students all the way from 7 years old up to 30-something. 30, I think. So, wow, you're 24 and your boyfriend is that? Well, sweetheart, My question to you is, are you better off without him? You know, pale? I'm pale? I don't know what that means. If you're better off without him, if he's causing you too much drama in your life, walk on by, you know. Walk on by. You think I'm pale? Maybe I am. Are you saying yes, I'm pale, or yes, you're better off without him? Oh, he cheated on you with your best friend of 10 years? What a crumb bag. Girl, you are so better off without him. He is not worthy of you, honey. Because I imagine you're a queen and he is, you know, get away. All right, I'm going to stay for about 3 more minutes and then we're going to have an early supper. So I've got to put fish in the oven for Randy. And I think I'm just going to feed him fish and salad because I already have a salad made. What's ever... You have your horses. Yes, you do, baby. Horses will never let you down, right? Horses will never let you down. Mackenzie, how many horses do you have? Mackenzie, I love that name. I love the name Mackenzie and Marley that was here earlier. I love that name as well. 24. Oh, Joshua, honey, I'm so sorry. Who is Rosani? Joshua. Rosani she has a crafting channel. And her channel name is Rosani Design, Fiddle Faddle. Rosani Designs Masquerade 7050, okay? Rosani Designs Masquerade. Joshua, you would love her voice, okay? You and Miss Cowboy Kelly go over to Rosani's channel and just listen, okay? To her talk about how she does her crafts. Just the most fabulous voice. I don't craft. I just go to Rosani's channel because I like to hear her talk. You're welcome, Mackenzie. I would say you're Joshua, aren't you sweet? Joshua says I'm Politastic. Joshua, I love you. Joshua's a true friend. So let's see, Mackenzie, did you say how many? Oh, you have 3 horses. You're a lucky girl. You don't need that dude because you got your horses, baby. And they're not going to cause you any grief or drama, not on purpose at least. So let's see. It's Thursday, right? Tomorrow, I always have to do this commercial. Tomorrow, if you're free, 6 o'clock my time, which is Eastern Standard. It's 1 minute till 4 right now, so my time is Eastern Standard. Tomorrow, Friday at 6, Karen at YouTube Over 40 will be hosting her every Friday night group live. Everybody probably knows Rhonda's usually there, Evie's usually there, Allison is sometimes there. I will be there unless my girlfriends and I decide to go out to eat. The girls, we call each other girls, that I graduated from high school with, we like to go out to eat quite a bit. And they're thinking about having, is Tracy in here? Hi, Tracy. Everybody say hi to Cobus Cattails. It's good to see you, honey. We may go out to dinner tomorrow night at 6. I say supper, you probably say dinner. Yeah. So I'm not quite sure if I'm going to be on the group live, but if I am, I hope you'll come by. Mackenzie, if you're not busy, and if I'm on the live tomorrow at 6, come on and tell me how you're doing after having broken up with your scumbag boyfriend. Tell me if you're okay, if you decided to take him back. You know, what's going on with that. Where is Rambo? Rambo went outside. Every time... Oh, hold on. Here he is. Your fans are asking for you. Well, come here. Here he is. Hello. Hello. It's my baby. You coming in? Come on. Come on. Every time I do a live... he decides he has to go out because that's how he is. Yes, Mackenzie, that's my baby boy Rambo, like John Rambo, the action hero. Mackenzie, you're probably too young to know about that. But anyway, he is half pit bull and half something. Joshua Tracy, and it's Tracie. That's okay, Welsh ma'am. Tracy is Cobus Cattails with a K. Cobus Cattails. And Joshua, I think I saw where you said you haven't met Mackenzie before. Neither have I. I'm excited to meet Mackenzie today. It's so nice of someone who's 24 to come on my channel. I appreciate that. Rambo, Auntie Marianne says hello, and all your fans say hello. He's already hit the couch, y'all. He has hit the couch. All right, my friends, I am going to go make an early supper, as I said. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming to my live. Thank you for not giving up on me after. I wonder if Ed is still here. Ed, who says his name is Benny. I thought his name was Ed. Ed, who says your name is Benny, are you still there? No, Tracy. I was doing weekly lives. How long, Debbie Sue? For probably a year. I might be exaggerating. I was doing Sunday lives, Tracy, and it was a regular thing. And then I've been on here talking about my motivation just left. I haven't done a live. We can't remember if it's been a month or 2 months. I just lost my motivation to do lives. I do the weekly live with Karen, but, you know, that's sort of a tradition, and all I have to do is show up and visit with my friends. No, I've been doing lives for over a year, and I just was like, I didn't want to do lives anymore. Thank you. You too, Joshua. Yeah, I was doing lives, Tracy, for about a year and really enjoying them. I just lost my motivation, but I think it's back. I love you too. All right, friends, I love you all. I'm going to try to find a regular weekly time to go live again, because apparently that's probably the best thing to do. Maybe Thursday at 3. I don't know. So if you are so inclined, watch out. Set your notifications. And if you're new, thank you for coming, and I hope you'll come back. Everybody have a great night. And if you are not busy, join me tomorrow night. Hopefully I'll be there on the Friday Night Live at 6 Eastern Standard. All right, bye. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. Bye, friends.